is Saturday, so I normally don't do a show, but I did want to show you some things. And again, since this is a cell phone, I'm just going to have to kind of show you on this other device. But essentially, two very, very alarming things happened. Being first, that they have just deployed bombers and missiles in the highway near Poland and Kaliningrad, and they have these B-2 bombers, or I'm sorry, not B-2, their version, the Tu-22M3 aircrafts, essentially moving around. So Russia and NATO, if you did not know, they have been going back and forth, basically escalating 40,000 Polish soldiers on the border. Of course, Russia has been preparing for something massive. They have the Zapad exercise going, which if you haven't followed all of the exercises they've been doing, especially even since the meeting in Alaska, where they essentially didn't get almost anything done, Putin and our president met, but nothing really was hashed out. In fact, for 3 hours, I guess they got dinner done, but they didn't get a peace deal done. Meanwhile, Russia has actually been training not only their own soldiers, their good soldiers, not their conscripts, not their kind of backup third string, but they've been training their own soldiers and North Korean soldiers in 3 different locations in Russia, and it's been rotating. So they actually have hundreds of thousands of troops getting ready. And this is what we're hearing from active duty military members that are getting kind of the scoop on this. And in Russia, they essentially have the best of the best still waiting and reserved for the actual conflict. So we're sort of waiting for this big escalation moment, which a lot of folks think that this, if you were unaware, Russian drones went into Poland, or at least that's what Poland claims. And if you did not see this over the last couple of days, the Polish leader, I forget if they call him prime minister or president there or whatever they call him, stood up with all of NATO behind him. He had about 30 leaders from all of NATO standing all across. They wanted to make sure that they got this huge group photo of essentially saying that this is something we're not going to put up with. We're, putting this together, and this is the biggest act of aggression. They're calling it an act of war. Poland and Germany and others are essentially saying that, we've got to do something about this. Macron from France has been pushing the line of what can be said. So again, Vladimir Putin has deployed strategic nuclear bombers as the UN warns the world is staring into an abyss of the Third World War. This is no surprise to myself or many in our community. We've known this is going to happen soon. Just it's a matter of when, not if. The Russian president has launched the Tu-22M3 aircrafts in a renewed show of aggression, which the UN Security Council warned could escalate into a global conflict. Now, the nukes, on the other hand, let me show you this. The nukes are a different story. This is something that very well could be used to try to get people to back off. It could be to get other countries to back off. As we know that the U.S. is not trying to get involved in this, the president has made it clear that he would, in fact, even Pete Hegseth has put it in a clearer way, that NATO needs to put up more money, needs to put up more defenses, needs to get their stuff ready, because they're going to be handling Russia while we handle China and the Taiwan situation. It's not just Taiwan, it's power over that entire ocean. So it is a massive, massive deal that I think that Taiwan is more so, less so the TSMC chips, and more so the power of, if they take Taiwan, they're going to take that entire ocean. So with China and everybody, it's so crazy. In the last year, now everybody is on the same page that I've been on for like 6-7 years, which is that this is going to be a coordinated event with Russia and Ukraine, with Iran and Israel. It's all tied in. When this all goes down, all of these countries are going to take their chance. With, of course, North Korea and South Korea. North Korea is getting battle experience on the ground in Russia. You've got Venezuela and many other countries in their realm that are also jumping on this, that also have a lot of things they can get done if this happens. And then, of course, China and Taiwan. And I know I'm forgetting at least 2. So this is the Polish, right off of the Polish border, this is the highway. Now, This is legit as far as a couple of the Grok posts go, as far as like, fact checkers and to appear if this is real or AI. They do say that it appears to be real in a real location. So let me show you this. And I'll try to turn down. That is, they are setting up these emplacements. These are tactical nukes being put on the highway alongside the Polish Ixlander missiles being put on that border. So that's not exactly a good thing to see. So I will retweet this. You can follow me over at Marfoogle, just at Marfoogle. If you type in at Marfoogle on Twitter, you'll find that. There was a huge purge over on Twitter. I don't know what happened, but 200 people just dropped off my feed. So if you guys want to go over and follow and go watch that video, you can. Otherwise, make sure you can get an actual bibliography of every one of our shows over on marfooglenews.com. That will show the source for this tweet and, of course, the other story I just talked about. So head over to marfooglenews.com. Also, go check out marfooglenews.com/EMP. Highly recommend getting yourself protection against EMP, hardening against electromagnetic pulse. It's a very simple device to put in your cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, generators, and so on. It's funny, I just watched a video by Infographics, and Infographics puts together this kind of picture of what World War III would look like. And it's just funny that in the last year, everybody is now on the same page that this will be a coordinated event between all of the countries. Now, for you guys, you're like, yeah, duh, we all knew that. So many people do not realize that all of these world events that they keep getting these excerpts out of, it's all connected. It is all going to pop at the same time. They have all worked together. They've all signed treaties. They are literally having their soldiers go into other battles. They are fighting as if they are already in World War III. I mean, that's how this is going to work. This isn't going to be called World War III until after probably the first tactical nukes, or after it goes really, really big time, after the first couple drafts. So I think that people really need to realize that this is here. It's not the end of the world. It's not something to fear. It's something to prepare for, and understand that if you're the responsible one in your family, or if you're responsible for your family, that you should have food, water, protection, both, Beretta style and, of course, EMP, stuff like that, EMP shield. But, we're now down to the wire. I have been saying this last 6 months that I think that this will be next year. So I'm hoping that what is happening right now is the practice run that will then just be like in 2022 or 2021 when Russia did the practice run, 160,000 soldiers on the border. They came back almost exactly a year and did it then. I'm hoping that this is the practice run and it doesn't start until next year, because what will coincide with that is massive cyber attacks. I believe that they will attack our grid. They will attack our banking systems. They will attack Wall Street. They will attack our internet. They will cut our internet cables underneath the water. They will go after our satellites. They will go after everything. And that's what they have to do. We are the United States. We are the biggest. We are the baddest. We are one tough hombre. So again, this is something I think that people really, really need to realize, that we are right at the doorstep of, this isn't all just, fear and them trying to control us. They're not doing the right things. Like, if they were telling us to prepare, it might even be helpful. If they were scaring the crap out of people and saying you need to have food and water, we might actually be a little bit better off. They want you to keep spending. They want you to pay your bills. They don't want you to think that things are about to turn off tomorrow. They want you to, of course, pay your taxes. They want you to continue life as normal. So that is, again, why they continue to just tell us to not do anything. The retail side of things wants you to keep spending money. They still want you to be a drone. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping this gets out to friends and family members too, because this is the time that you do need to start sharing this stuff. Thank you, Sweatinum, and I appreciate that. In time for Feast of Trumpets. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is all, I think, I'm sure when this does happen, it's all going to happen at the same time. It's all going to be coordinated. It is very simple if you follow this every day. Most all of you are on the same page. You're not agreeing with me. You just know this. Like, this is what's happening. There's plenty of examples. If friends and family members want a whole plethora of examples, they can go to our website at marfooglenews.com and go through the archive news that's there. It's just really, really a powerful tool. All right, you guys, have a wonderful night. Be safe, be prepared, and I will update you guys as things happen. Hopefully nothing kicks off. Hopefully this is a practice run, and hopefully it's a practice run for something that will never happen. Have a good night.